Good day everyone, I am Diana Bitangilin, BSB HRM student level 2. So for today, we're going to discuss about the annotation of Morga'S Sucesos de las Islas, Filipinas. This book represents or view the Spaniards' colonization in the Philippines. Annotation means added text to provide explanation, sucesos and events, happenings, or history. Las Islas Filipinas, original name of Philippines. In short, this book explains what was happened during the Spanish colonization in the Philippines. Antonio de Morga'S was the author of the book Sucesos de las Islas Filipinas. So who is Antonio de Morga? He is doctorate of canon law and civil law, Spanish lawyer and officials in 17th century in the Philippines. He is also a historian and he is the primary sources and authors of Sucesos de las Islas Filipinas. The purpose of Antonio Morga in writing this book is the deeds achieved by our Spaniards. I discover conquest, conversion of the Philippine Islands, as well as various fortunes that they have from time to time in the great kingdoms and among the pagan peoples surrounding the islands. Sucesos de las Islas Filipinas. It viewed the Philippine culture and identity of a Filipino. It also viewed the wars, diplomacy, and the intrigues in the Philippine history. Na kung saan si Rizal ang secondary sources nito at gumawa siya ng bagong edition at sinimulan niyang gawin ito sa London at tinapos niya ito sa Paris noong 1890. And Sucesos de las Islas Filipinas have 8 chapters. Chapter 1, Magellan and Legazpi's Seminole Expedition. Chapter 2 to 7, Chronological Report on Government Administration under Governor General. And Chapter 8, Philippine Islands, the natives there, their antiquity, costumes, and government. And next, who is Dr. Jose Rizal? He is the national hero of the Philippines, the primary sources of Noli Me Tangere and El Filibusterismo, but he is the secondary sources of Morga'S Sucesos de las Islas Filipinas. Bakit siya secondary? Kasi dun sa sinulat ni Morga, hindi naniniwala si Rizal about the Philippine traditions or the cultures during the Spaniard colonization in the Philippines. So these are the aims and purpose of Rizal, why he annotate Morga'S work. Rizal's intent was not only to provide the Filipino people their early history, but he present their own authentic culture and identity, to awaken the unconscious Filipinos on their glorious ways in the past, to correct what has been distorted about the Philippines due to Spanish conquest, to prove that Filipinos are civilized even more the coming of the Spaniard. And this also the reasons of Rizal's annotation to the work of Morga'S Sucesos de las Islas Filipinas. First, the annotation of Morga should not be made by a foreigner but an Indio. Yun nga, sabi ng kaibigan ni Rizal na si Blumentritt na dapat ang magsusulat ay isang Indio. Kaya pinush ni Blumentritt si Rizal na isulat ito dahil siya isang Indio. Second, Morga is not knowledgeable about Filipino culture and traditions. That's why Rizal annotate his writing. Morga is a layman, not a religious chronicler. And the book is more objective and rare. That's why Rizal annotates Morga'S work. At para mas maintindihan pa natin kung ano yung naganap o nangyari sa panahon na yun, ikinumpara ko ang ginawang libro ni na Antonio Morga'S at Jose Rizal. First, in terms of location. Sabi ni Antonio, the Philippines was uninhabitable. Ayon naman kay Rizal, Ptolemy in his geography indicated 3 islands, which are Sinaday, Gilolo, Ambonia, and their inhabitants. And he stated that Philippines was deserted and habitable. Climate. Ayon kay Antonio Morga, summer is from October to May, rainy days is from June to September, winters and summer are opposite to Europe. Ayon naman kay Rizal, December to January temperature was go down more than it does to August and September. And next is about the plants. Antonio Morga, betel, pickle, and ginger are abundant. Ayon naman kay Jose Rizal, betel is kasubha in Tagalog. And next, cultures and society. Morga, body tattoo, draws pattern first before putting black powder where the bloods come out. Indigenous peoples, tribes are not safe because of violence, lifestyle and moral values. Men and women are money-loving and bathing in the river. And also for Rizal, same method as the Japanese. They choose violence until the government involved because of inhuman ways of behavior. We find it anywhere around the world. India's proper way of hygiene is to bath in the river. And next, about the government. Morga, there are no kings or lord to rule. Morga critiques the system of the government because there should be a leader. And for Jose Rizal, there is also no kings or lord to rule. And Rizal believed that it is better to have a leader to rule the country to be an effective nation. And next, about the economy. Antonio Morga, they sell cotton in the islands, mining for gold. Jose Rizal, not only cotton, also rice. Indians seek mining as wealth. And next, about the food. Morga eats saltfish which decompose and smells bad, lau-lau. But for Rizal, it is called bagoong and dili. Burial of dead rituals. Morga, they buried the dead inside the house. For Rizal, it is more natural to remain loved one. Although Rizal and Morga'S have different perspectives about the book Sucesos de las Islas Filipinas, they are the same who represent and show or view what are the Philippine culture, history, and traditions during the Spaniards' colonization in the Philippines. And that's all for today. Thank you everyone for listening.